Hello, my fellow weirdos. My name is Marie McWilliams, and today I'm going to be reviewing a book that, are you serious? For today, we're going to be discussing this book, Gone for Lunch, 52 Things to Do on Your Lunch Break, that I found in a charity shop, and I read the introduction of, and I was like, seriously? Are you serious? I want to caveat this by saying I am not trying to crap all over somebody's work. This book is going to be for some people. They're going to genuinely enjoy this, and this person probably worked very hard at this, and it's very pretty and everything, and I'm not trying to tear them apart and be incredibly negative. It's just I find it personally amusing, and this is meant to be lighthearted and funny. So yeah, I'm not trying to encourage hate towards this author. Good on you for publishing a book. It's just it's really not my cup of tea. So this is about a woman, and her name is Laura Archer, who realised essentially that her lunch breaks was a time every day that was going unused and unutilised, time wasted. And she did something different every week for a year, hence why there's 52 things, to use that valuable time to its most efficient. And she found, as a result, she became a much more productive employee and a happier and generally better well-being, lovely person. So the reason that I was interested when I saw this title sitting was because my immediate thought was, I eat my lunch on my lunch break. I eat food and then I have a break. So I was intrigued to see what Laura had to suggest. So I'll just give you a little bit of the intro here. While joking that there just wasn't enough hours in the day, I realised that I actually had almost a full hour of spare time each weekday that I wasn't utilising. My lunch break. Again, why aren't you eating your lunch? That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Part of the reason was that I didn't always know how to spend my break. Eat your lunch. There are only so many times you can go window shopping or sit on a park bench before you start to feel a little despondent. Guys, this is why I bought this, because I'm just like, why don't you just eat your lunch? Just chill out, take a break, eat your lunch. That's what it's for. So she's created this list. But yeah, this is one of my favorite bits where she says that my job satisfaction has skyrocketed as a result of this challenge. And I have become a much more dedicated employee. Because that's the aim, ladies and gentlemen. I don't hate my job. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's fine. It's a job. I enjoy moments of it. But I'm not really interested in using my break to try to make myself more productive for my company. I just want to use my break to have a break. I don't know. This is why I was just reading this going, okay, so the book is inviting you to go out for lunch and suggesting 52 different things for you to do as and when you have the time. No expectation or demand that you go out every day or that you need to devote a whole hour to any of the activities, and many of them only take 20 minutes. You'll see why that's confusing when I get to this. So she's divided it into 4 categories, okay? So we've got sitting, active, inside, and outside. And then the first is sitting. And as you go, you've got a little list of people that you can do it with, the little notes about how many breaks you took, how satisfied it made you. So her suggestions, let's go through them. We've got write a letter. Meditate. You know what? Meditate I can kind of get meditation. If you're stressed. Draw a portrait. Write or read a poem. Now, reading and reading a book, I can get behind. I frequently do that on my break. I don't need a book to tell me to read a book on my break. This is just so weird to me that this is a thing. This is my favourite one. Her suggestion for lunch. Have lunch. Why is this a book? So, have lunch with your friends. Okay, you see them so often share everything with each other that it's easy to think you know your friends inside and out, but often it can be this exact level of intimacy that prevents us from being able to see the bigger picture when it comes to our friends' hopes, fears, and ambitions. As your closest confidants, friends can quickly turn into agony aunts or counsellors. You will spend half an hour together deconstructing a particular glance someone threw you or diagnosing why a certain comment sent you in a tailspin. This is like, some people have like half an hour on their lunch break. Oh, so she gives you suggestions for like conversation topics, like avoiding moaning and gossiping and things like that. But yeah, have lunch on your lunch break. Revolutionary idea. Doodle. Listen to an entire ballet or opera. Now, she suggested that's going to take 5 30-minute lunch breaks to do. This is one of my favourites. Write a novelette. Again, I think that if you end up going hungry because you spent your lunch break writing novels and painting portraits, you're probably going to be, I don't know, in my personal experience, less productive. Like, I need to eat something. I'm starving. I'm losing energy. I need to eat something to kind of get me going to the end of the day. I don't see how sacrificing food for these things is necessarily good advice, personally. I think it's quite important to eat quite regularly. Okay, learn a language. I admire anyone who, like this girl, okay, fair dues to her. I admire her tenacity and her ambition. If she can go without a proper break every day and go without eating her lunch in like casual, calm manner so that she can write a novelette or learn a language, girl, you are a better woman than me and I admire you. Go you. But I am a tired, busy mum. I work long hours and I want a break. That means putting my feet up, watching a TV if you've got one, go into your little break area, sitting outside if it's a nice day, whatever, eat your sandwich or your salad, chat with your colleagues, check your phone, read a book, whatever. Okay, again, like there's really obvious things like read a newspaper, play board games. I would love to see my colleagues' faces if I pulled out Monopoly during lunch or something. Knit a scarf. You know what? Knitting, actually quite a fun and productive way to pass the time. Set some goals. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Do you dream of a different life, perhaps moving to a different city or country? Or are you pretty satisfied with your current lot and just hope that the rich you've put down will keep growing? So take your lunch break to set your goals and right. I am not one of those people. I'm not like an affirmation goal. Like, I have goals. I have things I would love to achieve. Like, I would love to get 1,000 followers on my YouTube channel. I would love to, like, a dream would be to be able to do this for a living. But, I mean, again, a lot of the time, I feel like people are just trying to get through the day. They're trying to get their job done. They're trying to get home, pick up the kids, make dinner, do the housework. The break, to me, is just important for having a break. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so we're in the active section now. So this has got things like going around a local market, going for a run, doing a bit of exercise, which, to be fair, if you're a fitness junkie, that might be the best way that you see and enjoy spending your lunch break. Listening to a podcast, going around galleries, museum. Those things I completely relate to. If you're that type of person, again, good on you. I wish I had the energy. I'm just lazy and I just want to sit and eat my sandwich. But yeah, fair enough. Again, I don't know why it needs to be in a book, but okay. This is one of my favorite in the active one though. Climb to the highest point. Viewing cities from high up is always fun. It feels invigorating and it gives us a sense of our bearings, and it often surprises us to discover how much closer everything is. So she sort of suggests you trying to find a bar or a cafe or a gallery or a building that has like one of the highest points in the city and just going up and having a nice look around the city. Just eat your break. Just eat your lunch, woman. Okay, so yeah, check out local architecture, more on exercising, that kind of thing. Desk yoga I find quite intriguing. So a discreet one is, okay, I'm going to try it right now. Backbend. Seated with a straight spine, take a deep breath in and reach all the way up to the ceiling with your arms wide open. As you exhale, slowly look up at the ceiling, bending slightly backwards. So basically, that kind of thing. I think that's just a stretch. this is, again, volunteering. So when you're trying to get a break from work, go do more work. Now, again, I'm not trying to crap on people who volunteer, because you're amazing people. Volunteers are so vital and important, and you guys are badass for contributing to your community like that. But if you work full time and you're a busy mom and you've got housework to do and all that kind of stuff, if you have time in your 45-minute lunch break to go to somewhere and volunteer for 10 or 15 minutes and then get back to work in time to start your work again and not feel like you want to just fizz out, you're a better person than I. I mean, this is just unrealistic. This is completely unrealistic. Like, if you're going to volunteer, it's going to be on your day off or something, or after work. This is a lot of pressure. Okay, now we're in the inside section. Lunchtime concerts. Okay, I get 45 minutes for my break. 45 minutes. In most cities and towns, the local churches, universities, or colleges often offer free lunchtime concerts during the weekdays. Do they? Is this a thing? It's not a thing where I live. Is it a thing where you live? Am I like... it ain't a thing here. There's not free, 20-minute concerts during lunch. Again, another revolutionary one here. Eat your lunch with your colleagues. Because you needed this book to tell you that as a suggestion. If you're going to come up with 52 things to do on your lunch break, don't make it have lunch with your colleagues, people. That's what I do every damn day. Okay. There's things like bookshop browsing and stuff like that I could totally get behind. Going to a local cafe or a pub to get out of the office. Great idea. If you have the time, you've got a slightly longer lunch. Brilliant. Go on a date, I find quite intriguing, because it would be the shortest date ever. Like I say, I get 45 minutes and then I have to get back to my work. So, yeah, by the time you go to the place, you might not work in the city centre. You might work a little bit out and you have to go somewhere to go and meet the person. And you're literally going to be burning your mouth on your coffee, drinking it as quickly as possible, being like, hi, how are you? Okay, bye, nice to meet you. It's the quickest Tinder date ever. A bit of gambling. Always a good way to spend your break. She suggests, instead of doing it with money though, doing it with matchsticks and stuff like that, so you don't get addicted. Have a lunchtime talk. My light just went out. Again, lunchtime theatre, because apparently where she lives there is a lot more on offer than there is where I live. Apparently they have these little mini plays during the day in some cities. Maybe Belfast just doesn't have a lot going on in the lunchtime entertainment sector. Disappointing. Plan your evening meal. Have a power nap. That I can get behind. Yes. Join a choir and go for a lunchtime choir. Again, is this a thing? Are there lunchtime choirs? None of this exists where I am. Pray, wish, hope, treat yourself. I could get behind treating yourself, definitely. Okay, and then we're into outside, which is fairly obvious. It's basically a million different locations to eat your lunch if it's a nice day. Why is this a book? Green space, waterway. Just take your foot outside. While you're there, you could draw a building, she suggests. Take a carefully considered photograph. Do a bit of gardening. Go on a ghost walk. I mean... how much time does your breaks last? Seriously, 45 minutes she suggests that's going to take. You ever been on a ghost walk? They mostly take place at night, by the way. Visit a cemetery. Now, my little gothic soul likes that idea. I don't work near a cemetery. And maybe if it was a nice day, I would consider eating my lunch in a cemetery if I did work near one. But it is a bit of an odd suggestion to go have a wee chick at your local cemetery. Yeah, so it kind of laying at the back gives you all these things to show all the wonderful things you've done, the way you've been productive. But yeah, I'm trying. This is just me being lighthearted again. I'm not trying to crap all over Laura Archer's hard work here, but this to me is just so pointless. And I would say that we have a lot of pressure put on us. Okay, particularly girls. I don't want to exclude the guys here because you guys have pressure too, but we have pressure to be everything and do everything at all times. You know, you have to work, you have to be a great mum, a great friend, you have to look good doing it, you have to work out, you have to eat well, you have to do this and do that and still have a social life, and it's exhausting. It is exhausting. So if you get the chance to just take a break, don't be ashamed to take a break, okay? Sit, eat, sleep, read, watch TV, enjoy, veg out, relax, because you don't get many moments like that in life anymore, especially if, like me, you work full-time and you've got a kid. I got a toddler running around all over the place. If I get a break, I am taking the break. I need and deserve the break, people. So my suggestion, if I wrote this book, would be a page long and would say, eat your lunch. Just relax. I'm sorry, this is just, it's just a bit of fun, but this just made me laugh so much and I had to buy it because I just thought it really amused me. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Am I just being a bit mean? Is this genius idea? Should we all be utilizing our lunch breaks to the fullest and being incredibly productive every day? Or are you on my bandwagon and you just want to eat your sandwich in peace? Let me know in the comments down below. Is there any other books like this you could suggest? Because I had fun reading it. And that's me for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and do not forget to hit that bell button so you get notification every time I post new content. But for now, guys, bye and enjoy those lunch breaks.